All right, so we have finished the third and fourth turns of Barbarossa, Army Group South from GMT, part of the East Front series. Take a quick look at the victory locations up here, or the victory points. You can see the Germans have 7. So they only need one more to win. Well, at the end of the next 2 game turns, if they have 8, they win. And so I had to redo some thinking here as the Soviets on how I want to defend this. And what has happened is I decided that, okay, we've lost that location up there on this last turn. It was nothing but a headquarters unit in there. And that probably should have gone sooner, but the Soviet units that were up here were being stubborn against the advancing German units up here. Laval, whatever you want to call it, I don't think the Germans will be taking that. That's where looks like the thickest depth of defense is right there. And I've decided to go ahead and make that a little more solid. Now, here's the fun part about playing a game where, yeah, granted, you know the history, you know where everything was coming from, but when you don't, like, look at the reinforcement locations and when, you might see what turn they're coming in and say, oh boy, I get a bunch of reinforcements, that'll be great. But then you don't look at where they're coming in. That's kind of another fog of war if you think about it. So these Hungarian or Slovakian troops, I knew they were on game turn 4, but I didn't pay attention to where they entered at. Well, they came in, obviously, out of these areas here along these mountains. And I had pulled most of the Soviet units out of that victory location, this victory location, and this victory location down here to go up and sort of stop the tide that's rolling through with the Germans up here. And sure enough, I did that, and then all those units came in, and they took those. Well, they took that one. They'll probably lose it here on the next turn because I don't think the Germans can get over there and support that Slovakian unit. And these Hungarian units will probably attack that one here in the next turn. And then there's a Hungarian unit here that needs to hang on. It depends on whether the Soviets can get enough down there, or, like I say, you fight at 2-1 or 3-1 odds here as an attacker, and that really is not all that good. You got to be higher than that. So let's see how that goes. So if they could take those back, it would knock 2 of those victory points off. However, I think the Germans will probably take it. Maybe not that one here, but maybe they can shoot down and grab that one. Although I just had 3 infantry divisions come in for the Soviets, and 2 of them went right there. But like I say, if they can hang on to these, and then the other option is to get Panzer divisions off of the east edge of the map by game turn 6, but make sure that where they exit at, that they are in supply from there. So I don't know. I got 2 turns to figure that one out. Of course, the German movement orders or sequences are much more efficient than the Soviet ones. So because they can move all their units and then attack and then do motorized movement. So it's a benefit for them. But yeah, so what I've decided was there was no reason for the Soviets to stay up here on the border. The Germans weren't really making any headway, so I figure if I pull them back, I can shorten the lines and get stacks of units together to defend. Because, you put a stack with a defense factor, say, of 3, and then there's an artillery unit in range that can add 2 or 3 to its strength. It's amazing how 1 or 2 extra points can decrease the opponent's attack odds. So yeah, so they're going to try to take that victory location back, and then maybe create that line from where that L is around through this German or Axis occupied victory location over to Lvov. All right. And then see if they can. I got to do something to stop that Panzer division right there. Plus, he's got 2 attached units underneath him that make him he gets the divisional bonus and he gets combined arms bonus. So, and then plus that division right there, that Panzer division right there, and then there's one sitting right there. If I can get infantry into those locations, then I can get those Panzer divisions out and get them on the move, which is how it worked in 1941. So, I think the Germans will clear this out. They already own that location up there, but it'll free up those troops. They can storm down that main road and and plus get that railroad, because supply in the middle here for the Germans has been a pain in the butt trying to get. I keep having to burn my MSUs down in there because I can't. There's no railroads. I don't have any railroads chalked up down through there. I couldn't. I'll be able to get some here in this area now because I pulled the Soviets back. Maybe I should have rethought that when I kept them on those rail lines, but we'll see. It's 2 turns left. If the Soviets can hold on to what they got, or maybe take back 1 or 2 in the next turn, and then only leave the Germans with 1 turn left to get all the points they need. I'm also going to try to block the exit area here. That's why I didn't move these units completely out and down towards H there. I don't want those Panzer divisions. There's one sitting there. There's a division sitting here. I don't want, and there's one following on right there. I don't want them to be able to get off that board because that's quite a few points for those. All right, so this game I haven't sat down and played enough of it. It's golf week for me. I got the golf course club championship this weekend, so I've been playing a lot of golf this week. But I hope to get this thing finished here in the next couple of days and post a finale on this. All right, hey, don't forget, if you like it, please give me a like. Hit that old like button over there. Give me some incentive here. And if you want to keep up to date, subscribe and hit that bell, and that way you'll get updates whenever I shoot one of these playthroughs or one of these review sessions. All right, we'll get back to you after we finish up the game the next 2 turns. Thanks for watching.